Hey guys, welcome back to AlgoYogi. We are doing two pointers series, and our next problem in the list is merge strings alternatively. So let's go to the problem on LeetCode. So you are given two strings, word1 and word2. Merge the strings by adding letters in alternating order. So, and it's starting with word1. So gonna start with word1. If a string is longer than the other, then append the additional characters onto the end of the merged string. Really self-explanatory. We have done problems like that in linked list. Okay, now it's just we gotta use two pointers, and we keep appending one characters from word1, starting with one word, word1, not one word. Word1, word2, word1, word2, word1, word2. If one of them runs out, then the remaining characters of the one that are left in any of those words takes place the entire, like you don't have to do alternating this pattern there anymore. So let's see how we're going to do it. So example one is where word one is basically ABC, word two is PQR, and merging them alternatively will give us our answer as A, P, B, Q, C, and R. So which is basically A comes here and P is over here, B is over here, Q is over here, C is over here, R is over here. Okay, merged perfectly. And that's because we had word one and word two equal length. But what if they're not? Then what's going to happen is that you can see in example 2, we will have A, P, B, that is basically, and Q. This is when all of this common overlapping length is utilized, right? So this length is utilized over here, but what's remaining is RS. So just take it over here and just append it, whatever remains. So we're gonna have two pointers basically. First is gonna be, we can call it pointer one or left pointer or word one pointer or whatsoever. We're gonna call this one pointer 1 and this will be pointer 2, and then you just keep moving them forward, and if the pointer is basically lesser than the length of that particular word, that means you have that word that you can utilize. Otherwise, you can keep doing whatever word still has those values left. So I think this will take basically big of m into, not into, so time complexity here would be big of n or m, I guess, whatever bigger length is from word 1 and word 2. I think that's it. So I can say max of n or m. That are the length of these two words. Okay, maximum of word 1 or word 2 length. So let's code it up. These are easy problems, so I don't want to spend too much time explaining this thing that you already know or I already know or whatsoever. Okay, so as I said, we're gonna have let's say pointer 1. So pointer 1 and pointer 2 are pointing to basically both pointing 0 in our word 1 and word 2. For length, let's call them, have it as m, n, and m. These are the length of word 1 and word 2. So this will be word 1 and len word 2. Okay, now we want to check. So we will be creating this result array that will store these alternating characters from word 1 and word 2, And in the end we can just have that delimiter and combine all of them by joining together, by putting this result into this join function and appending it by delimiter, which is nothing, empty string. So they just all combine together and make a string. Okay, now if n is lesser than sorry, not n, I would say p1 is lesser than n, or p2 is lesser than, and I'll tell you why I'm doing or, and not and. We will have a check inside. If p1 already passed n, that means we don't have to use that anymore, because those alphabets or characters have already been consumed, all of them. So remaining part could be taken by the string that are remaining in any of the words. It could be word 1, word 2, whatever happens here. So if any of them has basically some characters left, then we can keep going. So if p1 is I'm saying if p1 is still less than n, then we can append that, right? Because we start with p1, word 1. So res dot append will take word 1, and p1. Okay, and same thing over here, same thing over here. If p2 is still lesser than m, then you basically append it from word 2, right? And they will keep happening. It will keep happening once this is these conditions are valid for either of them or both of them, and even if they will become invalid when these pointers surpasses the length of their respective words. Okay, otherwise we can just keep incrementing our p1 and p1 by 1 and p2 by 1, and we don't have to have conditions over here because it doesn't really matter, since once we start appending that and we start trying to access it, then we can keep incrementing it, and it's not going to matter to us, right? So let's I think it's a perfect solution, having the length of word 1 and word 2, and then word 1, word 2, depending on we are starting with one word, a character, appending it to our result, and then word 2 if they have the valid index and the string hasn't been consumed fully, so this condition checks that, and then we keep incrementing the pointers, right? It has to be lesser, not equal, okay? Because we go only until the length, right? Until the length over here. So now I think let's run it on examples, and just a little bit minor mistake, and voila, yeah. Okay, and let's submit our answer. Oh my god, what did I just do? What did I just do? Where is my code? Okay, the code is over here. Oh, I just placed these over there. I can just bring them down. Nice. Test cases as well. Okay, awesome. Let's submit it. They have this dynamic windows now. Okay, let's write down the time complexity, which is big of I'm gonna say max of either m or n, and max of these. So this will run for both, but only the edge would be the maximum length of this one, whatever is maximum. And for space complexity, this time actually space complexity is big of m plus n, because we are merging them together into our result array. So that's why it's plus, and this is max. All right, then let's go back to AlgoYogi, mark this solved, and see you guys later in the next problem. Until then, bye bye.